since I was little, I've always loved animals a lot. And according to my mom, when I was younger, I used to pretend I was a dog sometimes. Which now that I'm into all of this, I don't find as weird saying out loud. But I found this chat site one day just looking up fun animal games. And they have forums where people draw art of each other and just post their artwork. So I decided to design a character, which is the character I have now, and I got into that because of the art that people were posting, and so I started getting art of my character drawn and seeing her in different people's styles, and then this website led me to a different website, which led me to fursuits, pretty much. And I went to my first convention in 2011, and it was actually the local anime convention here called Animazement. And the furries were having a meetup, so I got to see all these different types of fursuits, and I got to talk to some of them and ask them where they got their suits or how they got into it, and just find out more information about it. So after that, it got me really intrigued into what everything was. So I started looking online for places I could buy my own suit or get mine made. Like any kind of fandom or hobby that you're into, there's always pros and cons to it. And for me, I think the biggest pro of me being in this fandom is the friends I've made through it, because when I first got into it, I was like, oh, nobody's gonna, accept me for it, everyone's gonna think I'm weird. But then I found a bunch of other people that were into it, and I started going to local meetups, and I met a bunch of people that were actually really nice, and they were into the same thing, so we had something to bond over, I guess. And then for cons, I would have to say every fandom has the bad side to it, but most of it is stereotypical, and sadly, when people, look up furries or try to figure out what they are, all they get is bad things about us for whatever reason. But it's actually not all about that. We really just like to wear our suits at conventions and meet new people and make friends. And then for me, I've been to a few charity events for like special needs kids, and I've suited there and just entertain them, and I just like to wear my suit in public sometimes just to make people smile and have fun with them, especially children. Being into the furry fandom has kind of changed my life in a way. At first, when I got into it, I was kind of ashamed of it, and I would think people would think I was really weird for being into it, because it's not normal to go want to dress up and be a dog. But after I found friends and I finally told my family about it and what it was about, and they were actually really accepting about it, think it's so cool to see me interacting with people. And I traveled to a bunch of different areas to go to conventions, so they kind of envy me in a way for this being my outlet to traveling. And I met my boyfriend through it, so I guess that's another pro. And I don't know, it's just nice to find people that are actually into the same hobby that you are, and you can feel accepted somewhere.